In today's video, I'm going to talk about different marketing strategies that helped one of our clients grow to seven figures. And these strategies are applicable across the board if you are in the software space, AI space, or tech space. Each of them have their own nuances, each of them have their own benefits, and each of them have their own pitfalls. But where we see the most success with all of our clients and all successful software companies is when they use a sort of omni-channel approach, which I'm going to cover off today. My name's Ciaran. I operate a Google Ads agency. We specialize in working with fast-growing AI and SaaS companies with a solid product offering, as well as B2B software companies with substantial budgets ready for scaling up. Over the past 30 days, we've added over 1 million USD in qualified pipeline for all of our clients. I'm just going to jump straight into it. So I think the best way to cover this off is through, if we go in like a chronological order of where I would prioritize if I was a founder within the space. When you're initially starting off, you need to gather some initial interest or initial feedback for your product or your idea. And at this point is where you want to lean on community. So where are you going to find community? You're going to find them in the depths of Reddit. You're going to go to various different subreddits that's applicable to the problem you're trying to solve, the community that you're trying to engage with. I'd even go do some competitor research and find what people are talking about your competitors. You can also have a look on X as well. There's a ton of people that are building in public, and we see that multiple times where you've got a good personal brand and you start documenting your journey of your product. You're very quickly able to adapt early followers, get open feedback from people on the platform as well. And then what that's going to allow you to do then is start initially shaping the product that you're actually going to be offering. You can use this for your initial messaging as well that you're going to be putting out in your ads. And then you can use it for the initial messaging on your landing pages, what pain points you're solving, what challenges you're solving as well. Also, I want to shout out LinkedIn for the B2B side of things. If you are a B2B software, you need to have a LinkedIn presence, whether that's you're commenting organically on people's posts, whether you're doing cold outreach to get people in for a demo book, whether you're offering white papers, case studies, webinars, absolutely anything. You want to be on LinkedIn to be able to actually establish that following, get your product in front of the necessary people. I'd actually really recommend this for B2B companies as a starting point, as it's a different target demographic that you're going to be going after. Once you've got an initial following as well and you start collecting people's information, a good idea to do that is through a newsletter, wait lists, white paper, webinars, case studies, absolutely anything. But then this is what's going to be your email list. So you can start emailing people free value, additional resources to learn more about your product, industry updates, product updates, keeping them in the loop if you're pre-launch, keeping them in the loop of the launch process. And then this way you can then start building up even more of a following, keeping them engaged, and then eventually get them in the diary or become early users for your product. Ideally, you'd want to set up some sort of email marketing sequence for this. If you're a B2C, it could be join the waitlist. If you're B2B, it could be book a demo, let's have a chat. And while you're doing all of that, you want to be focused on building out your SEO setup as well. SEO is a long-term game, so you want to be able to make sure you're able to rank and then build on that. So then when the time comes and you are launching, you've got a solid foundation. Once you've got all of this underneath you, you've got a good community on Reddit, X, LinkedIn, you've got a great email list, you've got good SEO set up, you've got email marketing on the go. This is where you want to start going and scaling out what you've got existing. So this is where a company like ours that come in and help. We would focus on inbound Google Ads, essentially directing people who are looking for your product straight to your website. Firstly, you'd start off with the low-hanging fruit, high intent purchase intent. We can also leverage a customer list that you've obtained via your initial outreach on Reddit, X, LinkedIn, etc. And we obviously branch out then into middle of funnel queries, top of funnel queries as well. But this point is really where you've got users, you've got revenue generated, and you're looking to expand on your current efforts. If you miss a few steps or you try to run Google Ads straight away, you're likely going to hit a wall. You need to have a good runway to give it a good shot. Particularly in B2B, if you're going up against large companies, they could be spending north of $1 million a month on ads. So you do need to make sure that you've got strong value prop first, sufficient budget, and also ultimately the right team managing your ads. Once you've got that undergo, You can then have a look into actually capturing more people and get more eyes on your product. You can do that through YouTube top of funnel, but then also social top of funnel. You can then also incorporate social retargeting in there. So essentially what you want to create is omnipresence across the web. So particularly with B2B, the decision-making process is so much longer than somebody signing up for a $10 AI tool. So you need to constantly be reminding them, you need to be constantly hitting them at various touch points in their journey. So then you remain front and center for when they do want to make that purchase decision and book in that call with you. So these are things that you need to be running all consecutively. Do not stop anything. Always make sure you got your open feedback loops. Make sure once you've got a good understanding of your product to implement those changes. Make sure that you keep going at it organically. Do not stop your outbound and leverage everything that's working in all of these stages to then scale up in your ads. One side note on this as well is marketing won't solve everything with your product. If you've got a broken product, you have a broken product. So throughout this whole process, you need to be optimizing your offering. You need to be optimizing your software for your existing user base, for your future user base. You need to be keeping on top of competition. You need to be listening to feedback and constantly iterating, playing around with offers, conversion rate optimization, LTV, plan upgrades, everything so that you've got a fully sustainable business. But yeah, that's a wrap on that one. If you are a B2B software or a fast growing AI company with a solid product offering who does need assistance with anything growth related, please do get in contact. My Calendly link is in the description. And yeah, we can book a chat and see if my team and I can be of any assistance.